we're live, baby, with another N85 podcast. How you guys doing on this lovely Monday when you guys are listening to this? Before the video starts, make sure that you guys like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're on the way to 1,000 subscribers. That's the ultimate goal, bro. 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I know we can do it, bro. Right now we're at 200. We just crossed the 200 mark. It's looking fucking good, bro. And I'm fucking with it heavy as fuck. But directly in front of me, bro, I have the special guest for this episode. It's my boy Marcos, bro. And the reason I brought him on was that because I really fuck with, like, talking to you, bro. I like, really can genuinely say I enjoy it. We grew up in the same places. I feel like you have the same mentality as me. So I feel like the vibes that we're about to bring to this episode are going to be fucking lit, bro.
Hell yeah.
And it's going to be fucking awesome. But one of the main things that you were known for in high school, bro, was the fucking parties, bro. And then same here, right? I feel like we were both known for that shit.
Different times, but same vibe, literally, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it was so weird, right? You were the party maker and the life of the party in your generation. You know what I was pissed about, bro?
What?
Did you end up getting life of the party for your
I did
senior
get life of the party. But the funny thing is, even though I threw all these parties, at the end of the day, like, I never, like, you never saw me partying with the people.
Bro,
right?
that's the fucking crazy part, right? Cause I just had this thing, right, with my brothers. They're trying to follow in my footsteps now, right? They're trying to be on that, like, party shit. You know, cause obviously your younger siblings and all that, they see you, like, turning the fuck up. They're seeing all this shit, and they want to be like you know, to a certain extent. They're like, dude, he lived a fucking cool ass life in high school. Why the fuck can I do that, right? So now they're trying to replicate what I did, right?
See, that's crazy. I'm actually third generation, like, making parties and stuff like that. Cause my sister, middle school, she started making parties. My brother, middle school, started making parties. He dropped out around 10th grade, but if not, he would have been known for parties. So that shit was literally in the family. The one that was kind of left out was my younger sister, but that shit is generational. I ain't gonna lie.
Right, and then so they just recently tried having a party, right? And they were like, see, the one thing, and I'm sure that you will understand this, right? The main thing that people go wrong with when they're trying to throw a fucking house party, right, is organization, dude. They have poor organization skills, so it gets shut down. People start fucking going crazy, fights, throwing shit, right? So at this fucking party, he knew what was going on. He was like, yo, help me out, bro. Like, help me organize this shit. Help me get everybody in there, like, inside the house and everything. And I was like, cool. So I was like, I pulled up, right? And it was cool. By the time I already pulled up, though, the fucking cops were already there, bro. They had already fucked it before I even got there, right? The ultimate thing, like, it was okay. But the ultimate thing is, now motherfuckers, they shot up my dad's house, bro.
What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Back in our day, they didn't do that shit like that.
People are just stupid now, to be honest. Like,
dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, and the thing that I was trying to tell him, right, because he was trying to put his, like, actual, like, address out there. He was like, yo, if I put my actual address on the flyer, because, you have to make a flyer when you're ever doing a house party. He was like, I'll get more people out there because they're just going to see the picture there. Because he put, like, oh, DM me for the Addy. He's like, motherfuckers are going to want to DM, and then, like, they're going to be shy to DM. And I was like, nah, bro. And this is why, right? Once you post it, not only are the people that you fuck with going to see it, your fucking haters are going to see that shit too, bro.
Facts.
Anybody that wants to fuck your shit up for attention or anything like that, they're going to see your fucking address. They're going to have that shit saved on your fucking phone forever, bro. Yeah, like, at least if you're DMing people, you're DMing the people that you trust, the badass shotties and shit like that. Not no fucking random weirdo, you know what I'm saying? And then obviously, inevitably, it's going to get, like, passed down, some way or another. But it's less likely that your fucking haters are going to show up. So then that ended up happening, bro. We were in the middle. We were over there turning up and shit. And then I just see some people running in the crib, and they're like, yo, we got shut up. And we didn't hear shit. We didn't see shit. Like, no bullets came in flying or nothing like that. And I was like, fuck. Okay, so I went out there. I was like, everybody stay the fuck inside. I'm the responsible adult, bro. I'm 23. These motherfuckers are like 16, 17, right? Yeah. And I went out there, and I just, like, looked around, and, like, nobody was outside. Nothing, like, it was all quiet. It was, like, the same, right? And then I go back inside. I'm like, yo, everything's fucking good, bro. Why y'all fucking sounding the alarm, bro? Like, fucking fake, just causing, what's it called? Panic for no reason, right?
Those extra ass people that just be saying shit.
Yeah. I thought in my head, right? I was like, oh, somebody probably had one of those cars that fucking that starts, like, popping off and shit, right? Because they were doing that shit in the neighborhood too. That's probably why the cops got called in the first place, bro. Motherfuckers want to pull up and flex their car and just start revving that shit.
Literally, the biggest things from all the downfalls from my party, for any of the parties I threw, was literally parking or the smell of anything.
Oh yeah, weed, right?
Like weed. So the reason we would last longer is because I would do shuttles from the closest Kroger, closest grocery store that we had.
Yeah.
And I had a van, or my dad had a van, so we would literally just go back and forth shuttling people, and then I wouldn't let anyone smoke at my party. Like, I was like, outside, do your thing, you know, whatever. But if you're inside the house, like, none of that. Because as soon as they smell something, that's when they want to shut shit down. They want to come in, have, like, this authority, like, this power of authority and stuff like that, bro. But luckily, the biggest party I had like 400 people. Right. And that shit was crazy. I did the mistake of.
I was there.
I did the mistake of putting my address on the flyer, all that stuff. But you know, we learn from it. We live it. We learn from it. We go through, right? So at that party, the thing that helped me is I had a great team. I had security.
That's the ultimate thing, bro.
I had bartenders. I had people that were just willing to help me. And shit, if you were willing to help me, shit, you didn't have to pay at the door. I got you. Don't worry about it. Because my biggest thing was always profit.
Yeah,
right? How do I profit from these parties? How do I profit from my peers? And just having that entrepreneur, you know, bone inside of me of wanting to make money. But, bro, like,
I feel like that's what differentiated us. Because, like, for me, what I did with the parties, because, yeah, you said you did your shit for profit, right?
Yeah.
And that was fucking awesome. I thought about doing that too. But for me, I did mine just because I was a fucking degenerate, bro. I just wanted to see everybody I was around with, all the knob, just get together at one place and just turn the fuck up, bro. And that's exactly what happened, bro. People just showed up and go crazy. But you did bring up one part, the team around you, bro. I had a smaller team than you because I did pull up and I see, like, because you had a lot of people that you trusted around you, like people that you fuck with.
Yeah.
I didn't have that many of those around me, bro. So I had to just fucking... Hey, 1 and 2, bro. You stay inside. Make sure nobody's smoking. Because that's the one thing. Even to this day, at my house right now, I don't let nobody smoke, bro. Yeah. I hate that shit. Because neighbors call the cops because of it. They smell it. They're like, okay, cool. Cops rolled up. They smell that shit. They're okay, now they have a fucking probable cause. Yeah. It's all about giving them probable cause. If you have motherfuckers outside in the fucking in the driveway or near your neighbor's fucking lawn and shit, that's all probable cause for cops to come inside your house, bro. Yes, and kids nowadays don't understand that shit. Whenever they're trying to make parties and all that, they just like let everybody wild out and then fuck it. I'll deal with the consequences later.
Honestly, I just think people today don't have emotional intelligence. You feel
Facts.
me? Like they don't give a fuck about anyone else. They don't give a fuck if you have like authority. They don't give a fuck about your age. Like all that shit is what makes the problems bigger today. Because there was always problems.
Yeah.
But back then, like, you get your ass beat, guess what? All right. Cool. At the end of the day, we boys.
You feel me? Like,
hey, you beat my ass. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Today, like, nah, fuck no. Like, they want to do this.
Yeah,
you know,
dude.
Bro, hell no. Like, at the end of the day, like, nothing's worth dying for. You feel me?
That ass, bro. And, well, yeah. Like, I'll go. Okay. No, because, what's it called? I was with this man the other day at the fucking bar, right? And you remember what happened? Yeah. Some random fucking bozo, right? I was with him and my boy George. Shout out my boy George, right? We were chilling at the bar, having a good time, just talking shit. just vibing out, right? And then some random fucking dude, like 5'2" Mexican wannabe looking ass dude, bro, pulled up on my boy George. He was like, "Hey, you bang, bro?" Like looking at him all hostile and shit.
He said, "What you bang?"
He's like, "What you bang?" And then George was like, "What the fuck, bro? I bang Jesus Christ, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm just minding my business." Shit. I think he said like, "Oh, you over here looking at us some type of way." And then George was like, "Yo, what are you talking about, bro? Like, I'm just fucking vibing and shit." And then that's when you told me, you're like, "Yo, your boy." And I was like, "What about my boy?" And then I look over and then I see that shit. Like, I see them. You know, you can see the tension and shit, right? I was like, "Oh, hell no, bro." Now, here's where shit gets like, you have to act quick and smart, right? So I had like 2 options I could have gone, right? I could have gone the aggro way, like, "Hey, bro," like grabbing my hey, bro, back the fuck up on my boy right there. I'm down for that any day, right? That too. But here's what you got to take into account, right? This motherfucker was drunk. That dude was drunk as fuck. Because once he left, he was stumbling and shit, right? Yeah. So when you take that into account, you can't negotiate. You can't comprehend. You can't get them to...
They have no common sense.
There we go. That none of that is out the window, right? So I was like, okay, what I have to do now is de-escalate. Instead of escalate and aggressively approach the situation, I had to de-escalate that shit. So I pulled up. I was like, yo, what's up, bro? Like, nah, we're good, bro. What are you doing? He was like, hey, I just want to know if he bangs and shit like that. I was like, nah, bro, we on none of that shit, bro. Hey, what's up, bro? My name's Anthony. I even shook his hand, and he shook my hand. He was like, okay. He's like, all right, we're good. And I just want to know. And then he just fucking left and shit. And I talked to my boy George. I was like, hey, bro, what the fuck was that? He was like, I don't know. I was minding my business. He pulled up on me. So that's one of the instances. Like, nowadays, people in this generation, bro, you could tell he was like somewhat of a youngin' too. Like, they just have no common sense. And I heard one of these guys on TikTok, right? He was like, bro, these guns nowadays, like, they're turning, like, this younger generation to pussies, bro. Well, you want to know the guns in our generation? 1 and 2, bro. Go, these were the fucking guns back in my generation. You had a problem, bro? Meet me at fucking Buffalo House, bro. We scrapping in the back, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy part about, like, generational changes, bro. And even with the parties and everything, like I just said, bro, my fucking dad's house. So okay, so like what I was saying about that, the next day is when we figured it out, bro.
Yeah.
His fucking car had bullet holes. Cause and then my brother was using my mom's car at the time.
Yeah.
Bullet holes there. And then even inside my brother's room, bro. It's dead as if somebody was in that room, they could have got hit. I'm not even fucking capping, crazy, bro. It went like right through, like next to his window and shit. Went like into the fucking house, bro.
Hey, all I gotta say to that, God is great, bro.
God is great. God is good, bro.
Like all that shit, like, I don't want to talk about rappers and stuff like that, but
right.
Takeoff.
Yeah, I know, like, but that's literally what I was gonna like at the end of the episode, bro. We're gonna dedicate this one to Takeoff, bro, because like. Well, that's one. No, but that is one crazy example, right? She just escalates, bro. They're talking about some basketball shit from the videos that I saw, right? I'm not talk too much about it, but like, you never know who's. And you know what's crazy, bro? Some people are willing to lose it all, bro. Some people don't give a fuck about their life. You don't know who you're dealing with, because some people, they like to play gangster and shit like that.
Yeah. And
some people are gangster, but then there's the third one is like. People that just dumb, you know what I'm saying? Some people are willing to shoot up other people just to prove a point for clout and shit. Like, yeah, look at me. I am gangster, bro.
Yeah.
And that might be one of them. I don't know. I don't know about that situation, but that situation is very, like, unfortunate.
And that's why I say it's like, God is great, bro, because a straight bullet can hit anyone,
Yeah, that
the law of life, that shit doesn't stop for nobody. You feel me?
You could be driving, bro, and just somebody that popped off like fucking 100 miles away. That shit just lands on you in the fucking highway, bro.
Just like that. So shit, man. I'm glad nothing happened.
Yeah, and you can tell that they just did it for attention, because that's what we were talking about, right? Like random people are gonna show up to your house. You could tell that they just did that just to stir up the pot. Because if they really wanted to like hurt somebody, they would have shot into the window. Because we were all downstairs and in the left in the living room where my dad's shit is. They could have shot through that window if they really wanted to hurt motherfuckers.
That's true.
They shot the cars, and then they shot up like on one of the like windows up top and shit like that. So, I mean, that's just unfortunate. But let's go back. Now that we're on the topic, right, with the culture and shit, let's go back to high school, bro. Let's talk about some fucking crazy times, some good times, right? Because we were both in Berkmar varsity, bro. We're some fucking Berkmar legends up in that motherfucker, bro.
I read Berkmar till I die, though.
No cap. Fuck the other schools, bro. Dude, were you around with the fucking the school rivalries and shit like that? Like,
yeah, bro.
Dude, the Meadow Creek rivalry?
Bro, I got the end of it. So, literally, the last thing I had, my boy Juan, right? Yeah. We used to call him Chocolate Chip because he has a mole right here.
Oh, hell no.
But that's my boy. Love that motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
We went to a football game, right? So, Berkmar's red, Meadow Creek's blue.
Yeah.
They had blue paint. We had red paint. Bro, we just throwing that shit back and forth.
No way.
Next, and that shit's packed, like.
Hell yeah.
Like, that shit, literally, the whole fucking side, their side, the away side, the home side, everything is packed as fuck, bro. As soon as that shit ends, I shit you not, 5 minutes later, a fight breaks out. I look at Juan, I'm like, bro, that shit's all the way over there. I don't even give a fuck.
Yeah.
I look back at my other boy that was with us. I look back at Juan. This motherfucker's already throwing the punch in the fucking, the fucking bro. I'm like, fuck, nah, I gotta go help my boy out. You feel me?
That's crazy. Would you, now that you bring up the fucking topic of fights and shit, say your boy's in a fight, bro. Because I was just thinking about what happened with George, right?
Yeah.
Do you wait and ask, like, all right, yo, what's going on? Whose fault is it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Are you in that bitch fucking swinging? Or are you the fucking, like, de-escalator? What are you kind of person?
I'm more of a de-escalator because, to me, I've always been stronger than most of the people I've grown up on. So, grown around and all that. So for me, I always knew I can physically dominate somebody.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I always knew that. So to me, it was always, okay, so if I have this power, how do I leverage it? And I'm going to talk about leverage so much throughout this whole podcast because that's my favorite thing. That's my favorite thing in the fucking world. That is true,
bro. You can have leverage over anything in this world, bro. And then, dude, we'll get to that, but leverage is a strong thing in this world.
And so to me, it's how can I help people with my mind, right? I shit you not. A month ago, same bar, bro. There's like 2 groups behind us, just beefing, whatever, about a girl. I'm with like 20 guys, like we're all just chilling, having a good ass night.
Hell yeah,
bro. I turn around, the first punch misses the guy, hits me straight in the jaw.
What?
3, yeah, bro. And I
ate that motherfucker, bro.
But my boy Allen, motherfucker 6'4".
Oh, that's big a big motherfucker. You think this motherfucker
saw that
big?
Shit? Saw that shit right away. Heated as fuck. Yo, I'm ready to fucking kill this guy. I'm like, yo, Allen, it's good. We're here to fucking stop this shit. There's girls around. Like, we got to protect the woman around us.
Hell yeah, bro.
Bro, I grabbed the one guy. Alex grabs the other guy. We just literally pulling him back. I'm like, yo, like, if you want problems, we got 20 motherfuckers here that can just wipe all of y'all motherfuckers out.
Clear house right now.
Like, but at the end of the day, it's like, everyone's going through shit, right? This one time in high school.
Okay.
Here, I'm not going to drop any names. Guy was having a shitty day, just being an asshole to everybody. And I was like, all right, I can either challenge this dude, check him real quick, or I can actually see what the fuck is wrong with him. Bro, I literally went up to him. I was like, look, if you want to punch someone, because he was beefing with one of my boys. And I knew him too. Like, we had the association of just having a class together. And I was like, if you want to punch someone, punch me right now.
Oh, what?
Just like that.
A freebie, right?
A freebie. And I was like, but if not, bro, like, let's talk.
Okay.
Let's sit down and talk. Bro, I gave him a hug. Shit, you not. Started crying.
It'd be like that.
Bro, he was like, yo, shit is just happening in my house. Like, my life is falling apart. My girl's pregnant. This is happening. Getting kicked out of the house. Like, just a bunch of shit.
Damn.
I'm like, bro, we're going to figure it out. It's okay. And sometimes you just need that belief from somebody in order for you to know that shit's going to be okay.
Damn, that's fucking
as soon
deep,
as
bro.
When I went through that, that's when I try to hold back from throwing a punch and just being like, okay, let's talk this shit out.
Because you never know what people are going through and shit.
That, or you never know the fucking consequence either. Because today you don't know a motherfucker that, carries something on him, holds grudges. You don't know that shit. And shit, I usually go out with my girl. Best believe, if my girl's in the room, that's the safest room in the fucking room. You feel me?
100%, bro.
And all my boys know that. Like, that's just the group we're with. When there's women in the room, we try to protect those women. We try to love those women. We try to do everything to make them feel the most comfortable. And there's motherfuckers that don't, so we got to check those motherfuckers. And sometimes you got to, push in order for people to respect or see that, okay, this man, he's an alpha in the room, so I'm not going to fuck with this guy.
Right.
I'm going to go over there. You feel me?
Yeah, bro. That's an interesting concept that you brought up right now, right? Like the female presence. Everything changes when the female presence is around you. I was just talking to my boy that was just here outside, right?
Yeah.
Because he was talking about, we were talking the other day, right? You came to one of my parties, the party the other day, my birthday party, right? He was like, oh, you got FIFA, bro? I was like, of course I got FIFA, bro. What the fuck? He's like, yo, you should bring it out and shit. Like, while people are having the beer, because I had a beer pong tournament for my birthday, which is fucking awesome. This man got out first round. That's quite unfortunate. Sorry,
hey, Roger, you watching this? I love you, but you fucking sold, bro.
No fucking cow, right? But he was like, yo, bring it out, right? People are playing beer pong, and then just, whoever's not playing could just vibe out. That way everybody's doing something, not everybody's standing around, whatever, right? I was like, I would, but the thing is, bro, I have a lot of, like, friends that are girls, you know what I'm saying? And I invite them, and I want them to also have a good time. I was like, shit is very different when there's girls around. And now look at this, right? If girls are having a good time, guys are also having a good time, bro.
Always.
But if guys are just having a good time, girls aren't having a good time, bro. No. It's not the same, bro. So I was like, if there's a bunch of fucking dudes over here having a fucking sausage party over here in the corner playing FIFA against each other, like, oh, I just shit on you. The girls are about to be like, yo, what the fuck is going on, bro?
That's a big fact.
What am I doing? They're going to be over there sitting on the fucking couch just scrolling through Instagram and shit. And do you want that at your fucking party? Fuck no. So I told him, I was like, I will appeal to girls 100% of the time before I appeal to any one of these guys, bro. Because like I said, if the girl's having a good time, she's over here vibing out, it's contagious, bro. And I always tell all my friends, I was like, bro, I like to keep girls around me. And it's not because I want to make it seem like I got hella hoes, hella girls around me. No, because they bring the fucking good-ass vibes, bro. Every time I go to the fucking club.
Power of leverage, baby.
You know what I'm fucking talking about? Every time we pop out at the club, right? We got a section going. We always got the girls around, and then more girls in there coming because then they see, yo, these girls are having a good time. Those dudes are looking lit. So now my homies are winning because then there's more shotties pulling up. Bro, that's what I'm talking about. Always appeal to the shotties, bro. Y'all don't even know about that shit, bro. What were we talking about before, though? I was about to say some shit.
Let me make a comment on the whole woman thing, because back in my parties, every party I would throw, I would have someone at the door. For every one guy that came in, 3 girls had to come in.
Oh, I'm more of a 2 guy. You're gangster, bro. You in 3.
Because, bro, I firmly believe everything you fucking said.
100%.
Right? Because if you have a party, right, who's usually the ones that's going to spend money? Men.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? But who's going to start the party?
The shotties.
And that's the group of girls. That's why I said power of leverage. If you have a group of girls with you, bro, you can get behind the DJ thing, meet the DJ, meet the promoter, meet this guy, meet the owner of the club. Bro, so much opportunity is there because the balance of estrogen and testosterone in the room.
100%, bro. I see motherfuckers popping out with all their homies and shit, bro. Oh, hell no. At my brother's party, right? And we saw this back then. This is nothing new, but there was like a whole bunch of dudes, but you know those things, those dudes. Pull up. They just chill in the fucking along the wall and just like, yo, but before the party starts, right? They're like, yo, I'm about to go to this party. We about to go get some hoes and shit. Pull up to the party. They're like this, just chilling with all their homies lined up against the fucking wall and shit, bro.
Hey, disclaimer though. Any guy that does that and is watching this right now, learn some riz from my boy Anthony. Learn some riz from the guy that knows how to fucking flirt with a girl. That shit is not attractive, bro.
Yo, it's not,
at all.
And I don't understand. I was looking at these dudes, right, bro? And okay, so here comes me, right? Because I'm like, okay, I'm helping my brother out. I'm not here for no girls, obviously. So I could just go over here and be the goddamn jester damn near and just get people lit, right? So I pull up to these dudes. I was like, oh, I did this one thing, right? I saw a group of shotties. They were getting lit. And all the dudes around just looking at them getting lit, right? I was like, what the fuck, bro? If I was their age, I'd pull up on those shotties, be like, yo, what's up, shotty? I'll start busting out some fucking dance moves, bro. It don't matter what it is.
Don't matter
right?
what it is.
But I told the shotties, like, hey, everybody want a shot? And then they were like, hell yeah. And I was like, bet. Hey, you right there. Pull up. Come take this shot with us, right? Now I'm uniting 2 fucking groups together, right? And then we start pouring those shots left and right, and then the guys are pouring those shots, you know, and then that gets everybody fucking loose and shit.
So being that guy, let's go more into that, because when I was single at one point,
right,
like I went out with the GGC soccer team.
Hell yeah! So, shout out Georgia Gwinnett. I went there too, bro.
Shout out to them, you know. But I went out with them, and I ain't gonna lie to you. They some good looking dudes, you know.
For sure.
Italians, fucking Frenchmen, some Africans, like, bro. Yeah. A little bit from everywhere. Argentinians, like, motherfuckers look good.
Hell yeah.
So this is probably like the best like looking group that I've gone out with. So shit, people looking at us right away.
Right.
So as soon as you have that, if you have that one person that starts connecting the groups, bro, those are unforgettable nights.
100%.
Like unforgettable nights. So that's what I'm saying. Like being that person, what does it take?
What does it take? Just fucking, I guess just courage, right? That's what I say, because that's what I had. Courage, fucking a lack of embarrassment,
bro.
No, a lack of insecurity.
Yeah, being fearless.
Lack
of
insecurity, bro.
Like
that's where the liquid courage comes in hand too, bro. If you're one of the shy guys and shit, that's where I used to be, right? For one reason or another, maybe you're insecure, or maybe you don't think that you could pull that shotty or whatever. I got me some liquid courage, bro, and I was like, you know what? All that shit goes out the window. That's why people like fucking drinking, bro. Motherfuckers our age, right? Just go crazy at the bar. You see the shyest motherfucker that you know, they go to the bar, start drinking. Hey, I'm talking to this girl right here. I'm talking to this girl right there. Bro, it's all about the liquid courage and shit. But you had brought up a fucking interesting point earlier, that you, and so we could round off the fucking party thing, right? You said that you weren't even partying at your own party, bro.
Hell
and that's what I noticed, bro. Because we see all these movies, right? The fucking famous, the Project X and shit, all that. Everybody wanted to recreate that at the time, bro. Everybody wanted to be that guy, right? And they were partying at their own party. They were having lit in that movie and shit like that. So everybody thinks that, oh, I'm going to throw this party. I'm going to be the head of the party. I'm about to get some clout, girls, all this shit. Money too, right? And I'm a party. It's going to be a legendary night. But that's not how it is, bro.
Hell no. My first party, my phone got stolen.
What the fuck, bro?
I was heated because I had like 6 drunk ass motherfuckers I didn't even know. Well, 5 because one was in the yard somewhere. They threw him out because he was starting problems. But I had 5 drunk ass motherfuckers. I'm like, all right, well, I'm still awake. I didn't drink. I'll take y'all home. You know, like where y'all live.
Yeah, 100%.
I get back. I'm like, yo, where the fuck my phone at?
Holy shit.
One of those drunk ass motherfuckers took that shit, bro. I had so many contacts in there. That was the first major, like, huge party I fucking threw.
Yeah.
I had like 3 rappers show up. Shit, I don't even know who they were. And
it's crazy,
like
right? And all the local legends start popping up, bro. Yeah.
Like shout out to my boy Razzo.
Razzo pulled up to my party too.
He performed. His first performance was at one of my parties.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, but no, things like that. And then people would come, like managers for some of these rappers, be like, "Yo, who threw this event? Like, we want to work with you. We want to do this, bro."
I know.
I had so many freaking contacts from that in that fucking phone. So many dumb memories too, cause you know, hey, the receipts go crazy, you know.
No cap, bro. But what I was saying also was that that's one thing I learned, that you were just not having fun, bro. I found myself fucking going over here making sure this motherfucker. But I had a motherfucker. You know how when you're drinking and shit, right? And then you're done with the bottle. Most of the time, motherfuckers don't go. Oh, hey, bro, where's the trash can? No, they just put it on whatever they fucking see right next to them and shit. Just keep it pushing. Go get another beer, right? So I had this island at that one house. Remember the big house?
Yeah.
I had an island there, and then everybody just putting all their drinks and shit. There's this one motherfucker, and I still see him at Moondogs. He actually apologized to me the other day.
Hey, that's dope though.
Yeah, I know.
Takes a lot for a man to
it does, bro.
apologize.
It does. He was like, "Yo, my bad." He fucking jumped on top of that island, right? And he's just dancing and shit, just breaking down all these dance moves and shit. And then this motherfucker just starts kicking the fucking bottles everywhere. They were just flying everywhere. I have a video of it. I might post it on the Instagram. N85 podcast on Instagram. If you haven't followed, go follow right now, right?
But on TikTok too, though. You
And
know, best believe TikTok. Love to TikTok.
Yeah, no cap. And then I saw that shit. I was like, no, bro, please. So I had to go over there, get his fucking ass down. There's other instances where there's like, and these are the worst people, bro. Please, if you're this guy, stop being this guy, bro. This is the worst kind of guy. The aggro guy. The guy that gets drunk and starts getting aggro. I could beat the fuck out of anybody in here, right? I had a couple of those dudes.
Annoying.
I had with this one dude, right? And it sucks because, like, when he was sober, I respected him. I thought he was cool. He was, like, one of the more, like, popular kids in school, right?
Yeah.
And I saw that shit happen. He was, like, beefing with one of my homies. He's like, man, what the fuck, bro? He was over here, like, you know, throwing, like you know what I'm saying, these kind of vibes and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I got to get him out, bro. So I tried, like, fucking talking to him. I was like, hey, bro, like, I'm going to need you to relax, bro, because like, everybody's getting all spooked and shit. You're getting kind of like, wow, you want to fight people? I don't want no fights breaking out at my parties and nothing like that. Everybody here is being cool, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, fuck that motherfucker, bro. He's over here being weird, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to play some beer pong, and he talking about all these rules and shit. Like, just the littlest, dumbest shit, bro. Like, just pure ignorance, right? And I was like, all right, bro. So then I hit up his homie. I was like, bro, I'm gonna need you. We need to find a way. Because I was trying to take him out. He was like, nah, I ain't going nowhere, bro. I'm chilling right here. So I was like, okay, we need to find a way to fool him, bro. To lure it in, bro. Put some fucking Cheerios down so he eats one out the fucking door, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Lock that bitch up, boy.
Yeah. So I forgot how I did it, but somehow we got him inside the fucking the car. We fucking locked it. We called his brother. His brother had to come get his ass, bro. That's what I'm saying. If you're that fucking dude, bro, stop being that aggro ass dude. That's like the worst kind of fucking drunk that there is, bro.
It is like that's literally a vibe, like energy drainer. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
A vibe killer. Someone that comes into the room that just takes energy from the fucking room. Doesn't bring anything, but just takes and takes. Bro, that shit's draining as fuck. I'd rather love that motherfucker from 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Than have him at my own table. You feel me?
You know how fucking good it feels being that guy that pulls up to everybody that's just like, hey, what's up, bro? Like, dude, that's how when we pull up to fucking Moondogs and shit, bro. Everybody comes up to us, oh, what's up, bro? Whenever we see each other, bro, it's all love, and it feels so good, bro. You want to fucking vibe around motherfuckers like that. You want, like, the vibes to be up, you know? And then more people are going to fuck with you and shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
People see that shit. Like, people are watching, no matter
friends
what.
Of friends.
Yeah, friends of friends are watching. And right away, like, people are going to categorize you into, you know, who you're going to be.
100%.
There's going to be nightlife friends. There's going to be, like, outdoor activity friends. There's going to be, you know, podcast friends, or even, like, you know, real TikTok friends. Like,
real friends.
Or even real friends. You feel me? Like, people that, like, brothers, you know, motherfuckers that are going to be there for you, like, no matter what. You feel me? Like, those... We can transition into the whole thing of just people overall.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Because there's 3 types of people in your life. People for a season, people for a lesson, and people for a lifetime. Usually the people for a lesson are the people that hurt us the most. right? The ex you had that fucking cheated at you, the fucking the best friend that fucking like fucked up and fucked, you know, your girlfriend or whatever the fuck, like all that shit. The people that gave you trauma, your fucking family, like all those shits are fucking lessons that you go through your life, right?
100%.
You're supposed to learn from these lessons. A lot of people don't fucking learn. Like if you find yourself going through a thing over and over and over again, it's because you haven't learned the lesson that God is trying to teach you.
Facts, bro. Facts. I see a lot of motherfuckers, bro. I see that there's just one shawty, bro. She always talking shit about her fucking man's or her girlfriend or whoever the fuck she's with, right?
Yeah.
Talking shit about that person on the timeline publicly, bro. For everybody to see. Oh, fuck this motherfucker, bro. I hated this motherfucker. Oh, this motherfucker did this to me, right? 1 month later, back with that motherfucker, bro. 1 month after that, same shit again, talking shit again. It's like people don't fucking learn that lesson. I feel like also people are addicted to the fucking toxicity, bro. Like toxic relationship shit,
bro.
That's just addicting, bro. People don't be knowing that.
That shit's addicting as fuck. Like I ain't gonna lie, social media kind of made it, like music, like everything kind of made it very attractive.
Hell yeah, bro.
Right?
La
Toxica, like, you know, city boys, city girls, like all that shit. Like social media, like the media made that shit fucking likable. You feel me?
Yeah, they normalized it and romanticized it. Like, oh, like these
type shit, bro. And honestly, like that's why a lot of relationships are fucked up today, because that's our idols. That's the shit that we fucking follow. You feel me?
100%, bro. I was in this fucking shitty ass relationship, bro, for like 4 years, dude.
Damn.
Shit, from high school, school, all the way to high school, end of senior year, right? And then I started, like, we had broken up, but we were still seeing each other. You know what I'm saying? It'd be that kind of vibe, right? You're broken up, but you're still seeing each other. You're still fucking and all that shit. You're still doing the same thing that you would normally do when you were together, but you just don't have that title, right? So y'all can do anything, right? So boom. Then I start talking to Shadi, brother. Shadi I'm with now, right? And then she just gets me the fuck out of there. Like, because if I found myself constantly being in a fucking cycle, bro, when I was dating this shawty, right?
Yeah.
It was toxic. I knew she was toxic. I knew all the crazy shit she was doing.
Yeah.
But I was still wanting to fuck with her, bro. I still, like, for whatever reason, you know, I like the physical shit that was happening. I think you just fall in love with people's presence. Even if they're fucked up, like, you have it ingrained in your mind that, yo, I get this fucking serotonin boost when this motherfucker's around me. But even though this person's shitty, I still want this person, right?
Yeah.
But she took me out that fucking loop. She showed me, like, yo, there's a whole nother world where, like, that toxic shit, that shit's not normal, bruh. And then, like, I find myself going on a fucking picnic day, fucking painting on canvases. Like, yo, when the fuck would I have ever done this shit when I was with that other fucking person?
Shout out to those dimes, though, because my girl now today, bro, she took me out. Like, she helped me build perspective of what a man should be. And the day you find your spouse, your queen, the one that fucking runs right next to you, bro.
Hell yeah.
Bro, that shit's powerful as fuck.
No cap, bro. Let's go back, because we didn't finish talking about that. You're talking about the 3 people. You just got done with the one.
All right, and then there's people for a season. Shit, you've ever been to some type of camp? You've ever been to school? Like, those friends that you met during that period?
Yeah.
Those are
100%.
people for a season. People that, shit, later on down the line, you might just, hey, how you been, bro? This and that, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Or
right, bye.
Even a girl that, you know, you used to know back in the day. Those are people that can either fall into lifetime or lessons.
Ah, okay. Yeah, they swing one way or the other.
Yeah, they swing one way or the other. Right? And then the people in the lifetime, those are people that are your brothers, right? Mm-hmm. The brotherhood you fucking run with, the fucking the creed, the religion that you fucking stand by,
100%,
the people that stand
fucking boys.
Your fucking boys, yeah. All that stuff. Your spouse, like, those are people for a lifetime. Family, well, certain family, you know. Like, my family, I know they got my back to the day I die.
Yeah.
Other families, you know, unfortunately, they don't have that. But shit, you need someone, I'm here for you, you know?
Okay. So how do people follow into each category? How would you personally distinguish somebody? Be like, okay, I know he's showing me this thing, so he's gonna be over here. Like, what do you see in people then?
So lessons, you usually don't know that they're gonna be lessons.
Right.
And you have to be okay with not knowing. Like, if you ever want peace in life, you have to be okay with not knowing. Because ambition is a thing that fucking makes us think. Makes us, what's the next thing? What's the next fucking thing, right? So you have to be okay with not knowing. That's first and foremost. So when those shits happen, you just have to know how to react to the action. Right?
Okay.
Like, are you gonna go down to their level and do the stupid shit that they do?
100%, and most people will.
Or are you gonna take the high road and be like, all right, you know what? Like, you were here for this reason, for this lesson. I appreciate you. I love you. Hey, on to the next.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? Next
bro.
chapter. And shit, like, I know I've been a major fucking lesson to a lot of people in my life.
Oh, me too, bro.
Like,
and
a lot of
do you know
people
what's
that I've
crazy?
heard.
It takes a lot of fucking growing up and maturity to even admit that, right? Or
Yeah.
even to stop being that kind of person, bro. Because I've, like you said that you were that person. I was also that person, bro. I did a lot of fucked up shit to a lot of people. I like, you know, I could have been a better person, but I was definitely a fucking lesson. And even to this day, now I'm like, okay, I probably could have done some shit better with that person. Unfortunately, I did that, but it's all good. I'm gonna keep it pushing. Now I'm gonna, for these next fucking friendships or relationships and business, anything, like, all right, I got that shit down packed, bro.
Like,
and a lot of people don't learn.
Yeah, it builds your foundation of who you want to become. You feel me? Because to all those people, bro, I'm grateful as fuck. Even though I hurt them, and it might sound very selfish, but I'm grateful as fuck for those people.
And what about the people that hurt you? What about the other?
Grateful as fuck too.
Yeah,
right?
100%. Bro.
At the end of the day, it's like,
a lot of people hold resentment towards people like that.
Bro, that shit doesn't hurt nobody but yourself.
It takes a fucking memory in your fucking brain. It takes energy away from you that one day out of nowhere something reminds you of them, and then now you're like, oh, I have to be
tense,
angry. Like,
you're fucking bitter. Like, you're fucking
100.
throwing shade to the people you love. Like,
yeah.
Bro, like, that shit does nothing to them. It only affects you.
And not only that, right? Say like, oh yeah, your ex and shit, like they fucked you over and all that. Now it's gonna affect your current relationship with your girl. Now
that's the baggage you fucking carry. Yeah.
She didn't do anything to you. She's been a fucking dime, a fucking angel her whole life. But because this other person fucked you over in your past relationship, right? Now you feel like you have to carry that to your next relationship, and now you can't trust her.
Exactly.
Because somebody has done that before.
Bro,
now I can't trust this motherfucker.
And that's the thing. It's like understanding where baggage comes from, right? Because all that stuff, anything that you carry that's trauma, that's all subconsciously made, right? So speaking more into the subconscious mind, your subconscious is made from two places. Your past, which is past pain experiences, shit that has affected you, shit that has made you the man you are or the woman you are or the person you are, right? Or the future, the what ifs of the future, the ambition, the shit that creates anxiety, right? So the past creates depression, the future creates anxiety.
Yeah.
Right? We have to focus on what we're literally given every single day, and that's this moment right here. Shit, 5 minutes from now, I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give you my all at this moment, right?
Now, 100%.
And everyone should fucking like dive into that, right? Why is the present called the present? What's another word for present? Gift. Bro, that's the biggest gift that we've ever been given.
Damn, son, we spitting fucking philosophy out here. No, for sure though. That makes a lot of sense,
bro. And that's the thing is like, like if you want to find peace, happiness, all that stuff, bro, you have to start with yourself.
100.
That comes all with yourself, bro. But
I keep telling a lot of people that, like, and that has to do. I guess this has to do a little bit to do with that. Whenever you have like trouble and shit, like loving other people or like giving something to other people, it's because you haven't given that to yourself and shit like that. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, if like for instance, if you fucked over like one of your friends or if you did something bad, like it's just because you don't have fucking like self-respect or self-love for yourself and shit like that. And I think that kind of has to do with what you were talking about.
Yeah, that's big
like
facts. Definitely.
Well, okay, so what about the third person, right? You I think you were just talking about. Were you still talking about lesson? Or were we talking about
that was season? Well, I kind of explained everything.
It was a little bit of both. Yeah. You kind of like went in
you
between.
You said like which one do you know that goes into it? So
yeah,
for the most part, lesson you really don't know.
Right.
Lifetime, that's the effort that you have to put in every single fucking day. I'll say this right now. A relationship is not easy.
For sure, 100%.
But when you find that relationship, that shit's fucking worth it. Everything. The blood, the sweat, the tears, the fucking frustration, the bad arguments, the good stuff, like everything. It comes with everything. And a lot of people just, I see this and this is green, right? The grass is greener on this side.
Right.
So shit, I'm gonna go over here. But guess what? If you stop watering that shit, what happens? That shit's gonna die.
Yellow.
Right? That shit's gonna get ugly. That shit's gonna be like non-attractive. Guess what? This person that has the 20% that this person didn't have, right? But this person's 80%, They've gave you 80 out of 100. Like they're trying to build everything, but just because your fucking grass died and you see this 20%, oh shit, what is that over there?
Too, bro. That's crazy that you fucking bring that up, because I literally had that same fucking scenario in my head, right? A lot of people see something, say, okay, let's put it like this, right? And this is one of the most common fucking instances why people cheat. Your girl has everything, fine as fuck, the fattest of asses, right? Smart, hardworking, everything, right? She doesn't have a high sex drive, bro. She don't like to have sex a lot. You know what I'm saying? She's a once a month kind of person. That might be tough. You know what I'm saying? And for a lot of guys, that's because a lot of guys naturally have fucking high sex drive, right? Yeah. There's other little thought over there, bro. Nothing going for her. She might have a fat ass, and that's it, bro. And the highest sex drive. She's like, hey, pull up. You know what I'm saying? We'll get this shit going. I won't tell nobody. Boom, boom. And then a lot of motherfuckers will go do that, right? And it's because she has that 10 or 20% that your girl didn't have. Your girl didn't have that sex drive, but that girl does. So now you're over here sneaking off with that fucking girl.
Bro, you're starting to feed your distractions. You're starting to 100%. Feed the shit that fucking like isn't worth it.
Yeah.
Right? Because you like everything in life, like people say everything, like for you to find peace, happiness, whatever, is a balance. That's bullshit. Nothing is balanced, bro. Like, yes, there's positive and negative in the world. And that greatest scream, yes, it's fucking balanced. Mm-hmm. But if you want to be the best you, what do you have to do? Be obsessed with that fucking thing, right? You want to be the best fucking podcaster, guess what? You're going to put the hours in. You're going to lose a lot of friends of like that don't see this as a future. Don't see this as like, that's just a hobby or whatever the fuck it is, you know? But you fucking put in the hours, guess what? You're going to get some like a whole different fucking reward that this motherfucker never knew existed.
Bro, I'm glad you brought that shit up, bro. I am so glad you brought that shit up, bro. And I don't like talking about the situation with like my past co-hosts or nothing like that. I buried that shit. It's cool. We moving on. But because we're on this topic, bro, I had a vision for like this, or for like, I guess in any hobby you have some kind of vision. You're like, I want to take this shit to the next level. I'm passionate about this. I love doing this and shit like that, right? And I was working with someone else on this, right? So in your head, right, quick maths, you're like, two heads are coming together, two minds, double the work, double the hours should be put into this, double the fucking
outcome it should be.
Exactly, it should be, right? Instead, that fucking fraction was flipped upside down. It was half instead, right? Why? Because, okay, in order to give 100%, make this 100%, right? I put in 50, right? I put in my half, and he was supposed to put in his half, right?
Yeah.
But now my half was the only one being put in, and his half was fucking lacking. So now this shit is running at 50%, bro. It's running like this. Yeah. Now, when that situation went down the drain, I was like, you know what? Let's cut ties. I'm by myself now, right? I was like, and I said this in one of my past podcasts. I was like, now I have nobody to blame if this shit fucking flops, if no episodes are getting pumped out, if nothing's happening. I only have my fucking self to blame. I can no longer say like, oh, this shit did not take off. Oh, this shit is not getting done because of this motherfucker. No, it's not. Now it's not getting done because of me. But now it is getting done actually because of me, bro. Now, bro, and then, you know what's crazy? Back then, I thought even getting to like 100 subscribers was like tough. You know, we were gaining like maybe 1 or 2 a week, right?
Yeah.
Bro, I gained like almost 200 in fucking like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, bro. And that's because I was so close-minded based off my environment. I thought because my growth was going at a certain pace when I was with this person, it must always be like this for everybody. No, that's not the fucking case. Shit was just not getting done enough, bro. There was not enough fucking effort being put at that moment. And when I fucking decided like to turn the fuck up, bro, now I'm seeing results that I actually wanted to see. These are the results that I want to see. And now I'm like, yo, this is all I needed to do, bro. Because now I put a fucking shit ton of hours into this shit, right?
Hell yeah.
And I that's what I was always scared of doing. I was like, fuck, I don't have enough time in the day, bro. Because I was talking to my homie the other day. I was like, bro, life and like passions and shit, you gotta make time for everything, bro. Because if I would have put all my time into this shit, bro, what happens with my relationship then?
Yeah, that shit's gonna go down. Like,
she's gonna see me and she's gonna be like, hey, bro, like, when was the last time you took me out, bro?
Me type shit, you know?
When was the last time we had a genuine conversation? When was the last time we went to the movies? When was the last time we did this and that? Oh, well, sorry, Shadi, but like, I'm grinding right now and shit like that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people on fucking like TikTok and shit will try to convince you that that shit is like that. Nah, grind it out, bro. Grind it out. Like, they should be able to understand that you're fucking grinding right now. But that's not necessarily the fucking case sometimes, bro.
Look,
sometimes.
I would say this. It's different for every situation, right? Because the biggest thing, it falls into communication. What's the life that y'all are looking for? You feel me? Like let me ask you this. So this is something one of my mentors asked me back in the day, right?
Right.
If you were to rate your life 1 out of 10, 10 being the life of your dreams, where are you right now?
Like 7.
7. That's higher than most people.
Okay.
Like, you're doing shit. You're moving, right? But look at it like this. If you're at a 7, bro, that's the wavelength you're on.
Right.
You're only going to attract 7. Law of attraction. You're only going to attract what's in the category of 7.
That you put yourself in, right?
Okay. Right. Even though we don't have 10, guess what? We have to make ourselves believe that we're up there, that we're living that
makes
life.
A lot of fucking
even though
sense.
we don't have that shit. But everyone has to be on board. Like, bro, the biggest blessing of what my fucking girl brings to me is literally peace of mind that she understands the decisions I fucking make in my life. And she doesn't question it.
And guess what? I would assume, right? Okay, so you have a certain, I guess, like standards or requirements, right? That would make a certain life a 10, right?
Yeah.
And then guess what happens? Once you get to that 10, you're going to still consider yourself at a 7. I want more, bro. I still want more.
That's what ambition is.
Yeah, dude, that makes a lot of fucking sense. That fucking sparks something in my brain. If you're fucking healthy, if you're healthy right now, if you're having a good time, bro, if you get to go out with your friends, you are living a 10, you know what I'm saying?
You are.
But just based off your own standards in your head, you probably aren't living a 10. You're probably living a fucking 5, but you don't sit and realize, like, damn, I'm actually, like, you know, I'm good, bro. I'm actually, like, bro. Life is fucking amazing.
Like, everything is about perspective. Your perspective is your reality. I'm never going to live that shit.
Right.
Anyone watching that is never going to live that shit. They're never going to understand this. Right now, they get to see a certain, side of your perspective. But at the end of the day, everyone has their own reality. And whatever you want to do with that reality, that's the biggest blessing that God gave us, that the universe gave us. Whatever you believe in, that's the biggest blessing we have. The blessing to just decide to be anything, right? Like, shit, you became a podcaster.
Right.
I don't know no podcasters around me, like, until I actually went into that, scene and door-to-door community. Like, that's just a whole different fucking community, right? But, shit. You're inspiring me to be like, hey, I might just do a podcast. You feel
100%,
me?
bro.
Like, everyone has a reality, bro. Like, everyone has a story that's going to make sense to somebody, that's going to click to somebody. Right? Another thing my mentor told me, and this is something I live by, is just be 1% better every single day. But that 1%,
shit'll add up.
That shit adds up, right?
Yeah.
That 1%, shit, be better to other people. Give people that 1%. Like, speak your mind. Speak whatever the fuck. Like, have intimate conversations with other men. Why? Because most of them don't get that shit.
True.
They don't. So, at the end of the day, if you give them that, like, I could be speaking out of my ass, but guess what? There's one thing in that whole conversation that man's going to fucking register in his mind, and his whole life is going to change.
100%, bro. Like that instance that you were talking about earlier with the guy that you hugged, bro. He probably still thinks about that to this day. It probably stuck to him. I can't imagine that he doesn't like think about that to this day. Like, it's still like, oh, this shit happened with this. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Because he probably didn't have that like growing up and shit.
Yeah, and that's true. And that's what I said. Like, you can either be the person that points fingers and throws hate and just be that bitter, aggro guy,
100%,
or you can be that person that's abundant, right? Like, we don't stress about air. Right? Air is always around us.
Always.
But we stress about money. We stress about certain things, and we approach it like air is always going to be around us. If we approach the same way we approach air to money, to relationships, to you wanting to be the better version of yourself, guess what? Being abundant, shit just starts lining up for you. Like, some of the most luckiest people you know are usually the most successful people you know, right?
Right.
Bro, luck, all it is when preparation and opportunity meets.
100, bro.
Like, you have to be prepared for whatever the fuck life throws you. It might be a curveball. It might be a fucking shot to the head. It might be whatever the fuck. But at the end of the day, bro, like, the biggest blessing we have is you get to decide whatever the fuck you want to be.
True.
Right? You just have to be fearless. You just have to be, like any person that y'all watch. YouTuber, influencer, whatever. The reason they're there is because they weren't scared to take the steps. 98% of people fucking are scared to do anything.
And bro, and a lot of people, bro, and I've encountered so many of these motherfuckers, bro. The non-executors, dude. They'll be like, "Oh, I want to do this, bro. I want to do this." They have the fucking goal, right? Boom. But then they forget to write down all the steps. Here they are. Here's the fucking goal. They don't do this fucking process, bro. They'll be like, "Oh, well, I don't have this, so I can't do this." And I don't.
Honestly, that's why you hear like a lot of like if y'all listen to podcasters or anyone that talks about self-development, they talk about enjoy the process. Because guess what? If you become bitter with the process, you're gonna hate the process, and you're not even gonna like the reward you get at the end.
Right.
You're gonna be like, I literally sacrificed all this. Like, I have some family that I love her to death. Right? We were in the same grade. We grew up together. But when we got to high school, we barely talked. She was an AP, like, strictly school, no parties, all that stuff. And shit, like, no hate to that. Like, shit, do your thing. Like, I want you to be a scholar. Shit, you're doing this for your parents. You're doing this for yourself. Whatever it is. Like, I'm not going to throw no hate to that. Now that we talk, she's like, I wish I went to your parties, Marcos. I wish I was in your friend group. I will so much of my life dedicating myself to one thing that it blinded me from everything.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm going to get into a book that kind of speaks about that. It's The Alchemist. And a great book. Just a lot of storytelling. It's about a shepherd boy that changes his direction and wants to be bigger than just a shepherd. Right? So he reaches, or he gets to this guy that's just very successful, like, beautiful mansion, like it has everything beautiful in the world. And he gets there and he asks the guy, he's like, so what's the secret to happiness? And the guy was like, okay, I'm gonna give you this spoon. It has oil on it. Make sure this shit doesn't fall. Meet me in 3 hours. The guy was like, all right, I got you. Going through that, he literally was in the place that had beauties, wonders, the 7 wonders of the world, like so many fucking beautiful things that he missed it all. But he kept the oil, and he said, here, I still have the oil. And the guy said, so you didn't experience anything that I have to offer in my beautiful, like, home? And he was like, no. He said, okay, the next 3 hours, I want you to experience everything, but still keep the oil. The man went crazy. The man saw the most beautiful women, saw the most beautiful paintings, saw the most, like, heard the most beautiful music, saw the most beautiful architecture that life had to build at that moment. He lost the oil. Right? So it's coming down, going back to the whole thing of like having the people in your life kind of aligned.
Right.
Like, you have to understand what the fuck you're doing. You have to understand who you want to become. Because a man with no vision is a man that shall perish. You know, I'm not trying to get biblical on people, but I've had some spiritual mentors that implemented that into me, you know? And that's true. That's really true, bro. Like, if you have a process that you want to enjoy, but you don't know where the vision is at, what happens? You get lazy. You start telling yourself, you start telling yourself, shit, I can do it tomorrow.
Yep.
Right.
And tomorrow,
like
because next week.
Like, literally, you told me, I asked you, like, getting here, I was like, what are you going to do later? You said, I'm going to edit. Bro, that's a man with a vision. That's a man that's trying to make something happen.
I could be like, yo, I'll do this shit tomorrow. I'll do this shit on Sunday, bro. I'm doing this right after this shit is done.
Exactly, bro. And a lot of people, like, literally, whatever you put your energy to, your time to, your love to, your attention to, your intent to, like the universe will fucking pay.
No cap.
You know? And
I feel like and then a lot of people talk about like a manifestation and shit like that, positive affirmation. And I, to a certain extent, I do believe in that. And the reason behind that, I think the science behind that is because you talk about it so much that any like opportunity or thing that could happen that could possibly put you in the path to like getting that shit done, you'll do, because you're so focused on that fucking thing. You're like, okay, fucking build my business. My business is gonna become fucking successful. My business becomes successful. And now every single thing that life is throwing at you, then you're like, oh, okay, my business. Okay, that'll probably fucking help. Let me do this. But
so let me share a story about like manifestation.
Okay,
and words of affirmation and shit like that. I had a same mentor. He would tell us, literally scream like your affirmations. And some of my affirmations was like, I am a legend, I am a man, I am powerful,
Yeah.
I am loved,
Hell
like
yeah.
shit like that, right? But I would say it, and I would look at myself in the mirror saying it, and I'd be like, bruh, I feel so stupid.
Like it's
Like,
some bullshit.
This is some bullshit. Like, this
Yeah.
is dumb as fuck. Like, I don't know why the fuck I'm doing this. But that goes back to the topic I was talking about, the subconscious mind. You have to rewire that shit in order for you to actually become that 10. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So, shit, something I find a lot of comfort with is music. Put the best tunes on,
Yeah.
wrote down my affirmations, and I screamed those shits in the fucking car. Bro, I ended up crying. I was fucking shedding tears. I was like, I don't believe this shit. That's why I fucking felt stupid saying this.
Oh.
I don't believe this shit at all. Like, I think I'm a failure. I think I'm not going to amount to anything. I think whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But so many people had this perspective of me of being this life of the party, whatever the fuck it was.
But they didn't know me.
I had to put a front. You know, I'm like, yeah, like, I am this guy. You know, I am going to fucking bring the fun. I am going to do this. But, nah, bro, like you got to rewire that shit and actually believe, because there's a lot of fake confidence in this world. Especially, you know, the Riz, like all this
and then
stuff.
everybody has it. Everybody to
Yeah.
a certain extent, like, has it a little bit, you know?
Exactly. But that's where the power of leverage comes in.
Right.
Learn to leverage confidence. Learn to leverage ego. Learn to leverage people, even though that sounds fucked up.
No, yeah.
But
I
everything is a transfer of energy. Bro, if I didn't give shit to you at your table, I wouldn't be here today. To be honest. Vice versa.
Right.
Everything's a give or take, a give and take.
Yeah.
Everything's like, yo, bro, I'm giving you this. Guess what? You have something ready for me to take. Why? Because that's the value that we bring to each other in a fucking room.
100.
People don't understand that they're valuable when they walk into a fucking room. Understand, find the shit that you're good at. Leverage that with the people around you. Leverage that with successful people. Guess what? There's people that put themselves out there. A photographer doesn't know how to, isn't the best photographer in the world. But just because he met a successful guy, and, well, okay, going into the story, it was one of my friends in the nightlife, photographer, didn't really know shit, but he asked the right questions. He said, hey, do you need this?
Yeah.
Hey, I have
Make
this
yourself
service.
needed, bro.
Make yourself needed. Like, bring something to the table so people don't, so people can always give you a plate to eat at their table.
For sure.
That's literally how it is.
Bro, you brought out something fucking crazy that even brought emotion to me, bro. You said that you didn't believe that shit, right? I'm gonna take it back a little bit.
Yeah.
That blows my mind, bro, because I feel like and we were talking about fake self-confidence and shit like that, bro. I feel like a lot of my life, bro, and let me get fucking vulnerable real quick, right?
Amen.
You said that people looked at you, that's the life of the party, all this guy, this fucking, you know, whatever kind of person they thought of you in your head.
Yeah.
But you obviously had another person that you thought of yourself in your head, right?
Yeah.
And that's what happened to me in my life, bro. Like, even, like, you know, throughout, like, middle school and high school and shit, when I was younger, people would always be like, oh, bro, you're good with the chicks, you're fucking confident, like, you're this fucking cool ass guy, like, how the fuck you do it, right?
Yeah.
And then I'd tell them all this shit, boom, boom, yeah, you know, whatever. But then in my head, you know, I'd get home, and then when you're by yourself and shit, that's when you become most vulnerable to yourself.
That's when the demons creep up.
I was like, damn, but I think I'm fucking ugly, bro. Really, I don't think I get any girls. Really, like, I'm actually kind of shy, like, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I put on this front that it actually became, like, real to a certain extent. I put on a front that I was, like, this fucking big guy that was fucking out here super confident. And I think to a certain extent is because I just didn't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd go, like, you know, up to girls or some shit, and I'll just talk my shit, and, like, but deep down, like, my heart was fucking beating. Deep down, I was actually insecure, like, you know, because of my teeth. I'd be like, yo, I don't want to, like, talk to her, because then she's over here, like, I'm staring at her, but she's staring at my teeth, you know.
Yeah.
I had all these things running through my head, but it was just because I decided, you know, fake it till you make it. Like, it actually came through for me, you know.
Yeah.
But it's always crazy that people have this idea that, like, of you.
Yeah.
But most of the time, that person is not actually you. That person's not me. People probably have this, you know, perception of me with the person I am. But really, when I go look at myself in the mirror, I know who I really am and shit like that. It's crazy, bro. And nowadays, before you just say what you're about to say, I feel like a lot of people, especially with, like, cancel culture and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people are becoming okay with letting other people tell them who they are. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they have that perception of that person.
Yeah.
Let's put this like, you know, they're racist, whatever, or they're homophobic, boom. But deep down, they may have just said some other bullshit. I don't know, but that like they know that they're not that. But because like a whole group of people are saying like, oh, you're this person.
Yeah.
They're gonna apologize, like, oh, I'm sorry, like, you know, I'm not this person. Like, no, bro, you don't have to apologize to nobody because you know you're not that fucking person.
Yeah,
I know deep
never
down.
Never apologize for someone you're not.
Yeah, you know
and
what the fuck.
A lot of people do that shit.
I'll apologize for something that I genuinely think, oh, I genuinely fucked up. Like, I am being this person. But like, if you're not that person, bro, what do you have to apologize for, bro? A lot of people give into that shit. Then they're fucking slaves to like the, what would you call that? Just like letting other people control you. Yeah, basically letting other people control you, shit like that.
It comes down to this, like power proximity, bro. You know what that is?
Nah, I don't.
No? Okay. I'm assuming a lot of people don't know what it
Yeah,
is.
probably not.
But power proximity, what that is right. You've heard the guy say, "Shit, show me your 4 friends, and I'll
show you who you are."
I'll show you who you are.
Yeah,
that's literally what it is. Community builds or destroys anything.
100.
Make sure to check the people in your circle. Have a board of advisors. Literally, one of my mentors, also my brother. Like, he's the reason I am the man I am today. Right? I saw him struggle through so much. I saw him go through fucking pain over and over and over again. And he was the wall for us. One of my mentors. He, for the longest time, was one of my board of advisors where I was like, okay, I know he's smarter in this area, and this area. I'm gonna go talk to him. I'm gonna go look for his mentorship. I'm gonna go look for his leadership. My boy Fuentes. Motherfucker's ripped. Motherfucker, hey, he built like a torpedo. You feel me? Like,
yeah, hell yeah.
That man, he took care of himself.
Yeah.
When I had him in my life, because now they live in Texas, so it's a little different, you know?
Right.
Miss those motherfuckers. But
yeah.
When I had him in my life, I was the most fit I've ever been in my life. Right? People, like, iron sharpens iron. When people are doing shit,
100%.
like, they're going to check you, and they're going to make you a better person. Guess what? If people aren't checking you right now, that's not the people that are running with you.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I always talk to my little brothers because, you know, they're younger than me. And a lot of younger siblings or younger people in general, they need, like, some kind of mentorship and shit like that. So I'm that kind of person for them. And I tell them, that's one of the realest shit I tell them. I'm like, bro, make sure that everybody around you, bro, is genuinely a spinning image of what you want to be, or they're doing shit that is like genuinely good for you, right? Never mind. I was about to put somebody on blast real quick, bro, but let me just say that
let's choose peace and love.
Yeah, no, let's choose peace and love. But they had someone running with them, right?
Yeah.
That I was noticing that this person was not like checking them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they were like skipping school, they were doing all this dumb shit. Now, for me, like, if I were to do some shit like that, bro, if I were to be fucking up, the first person you'll hear from, bro, my shawty, bro. She'll be like, hey, yo, what the fuck you doing, bro? If I skip work to go hang out with the homies, if I go out late at night knowing that I got to work the next day, you know who's going to tell me? My shawty, bro.
Behind every powerful man, it's a
powerful woman. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And it shouldn't only be your shawty, too, bro. It should be your friends, bro.
Or your boys.
Do you know what's crazy about this? Now, a lot of people are going to fucking feel this one, right? I had an instance. Well, I have many of these, right? Sometimes you'll want to help one of your homies, right? You'll see them fucking up, right? And then you'll be like, hey, bro, what's up with this, bro? Hey, don't do that shit, bro. Don't be doing that shit. Like, that's bad for you, and you know it's bad for you.
Yeah.
And then what happens, bro? They get mad at you. A lot of times, a lot of people get mad at you. They'll be like, hey, bro, why you trying to tell me what to do, bro? This is my life and shit like that. And they don't understand, like, I'm your homie. This is what a real one's supposed to be. What they want is a yes man. What they want is someone that'll tell them, oh, you're doing that? Oh, that's what's up, bro. That's cool. They always hit you with that. Oh, that's what's up.
They want a bunch of beta man.
Yeah, like just motherfuckers that are just yes men around them.
Yeah.
And I always tell all my friends and shit like that. A lot of times you might see me as the asshole, bro. You might see me as the bad guy. Even my girl's fucking family, sometimes they see me as an asshole and shit like that. But it's because I'm real, bro. You'll never catch me being a fucking yes man. I always, like, if you're fucking up or you're doing some shit that's bad for your health, I'm gonna let you know, bro. Yeah. And guess what? At the end of the day, when some shit affects you, bro, I had this fucking argument the other day with my shawty, bro, and I put it out a little bit in here, get vulnerable real quick, right? We were talking about if someone's becoming overweight, right? And they're eating bad, they're eating like shit. Should you let them know, bro? Because weight is a sensitive topic, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to talk. I told her, I was like, bro, real shit, I'm going to tell you, bro. I'm going to be like, yo, stop fucking eating that garbage ass shit, bro. Yeah. And then she was like, what the fuck, bro? Why would you tell somebody that? Like, what? Like, dude, that's such a rude thing to.
I mean, look,
I'm like, bro.
For me, man's perspective, to me being your friend,
right?
I'd appreciate you if we're out eating and you see me eating 2 fucking pizzas.
Stick to that one.
Hey, bro, I thought you was trying to hit the gym.
Yeah, 100%.
You're right, my boy. Let me get right. Because, bro, I love eating. Like, shit, I love eating, boy.
But the thing is, bro, I was like, I'd rather be called rude right now, but later on, if that person develops fucking diabetes, I'd rather them call me rude now than call me a fake friend later for not telling them, hey, bro.
Amen to that.
Stop fucking eating all this fucking grease and shit, bro.
Yeah.
And we were just arguing about that. She was just trying to tell me, like, nah, you can't tell people. Hey, bro.
I mean,
for the rest of my life, I'm okay with people, calling me the bad guy. I'm okay with people trying to say, like, oh, I'm trying to, control their lives and shit like that. Nah, bro. I just want the best for all my homies.
And disclaimer, this is to the people that you are running with. This is not to people that you barely fucking know. Being an asshole to other people. Don't do that shit.
Great fucking point, bro. That should only apply to people that you're close with, that they're okay with you, like, speaking freely like that. Because, if you do, don't be that guy, bro. Don't be that guy. If you meet somebody at the bar and they're having too much to drink, or, like, y'all meet somebody, y'all go out to eat after, don't be like, hey, bro, why you fucking, you should go to the gym, bro. Why you eating 2 waffles? Like, nah, bro, don't do that, bro. Like, obviously, you're doing that because you care about that person. And you can say, like, oh, but I'm caring about this person. Nah, bro, you're not prompted. You're not in that position.
Situational awareness.
Yeah, you're not in that position to be telling that motherfucker that. So, it does, you shouldn't always do that. It does apply to certain instances where, okay, it should be to the people that you fuck with. I'm glad you brought that up and shit like that. But, okay, to round it up, let's talk about leverage. I like the word you were constantly using. I want to ask, what does it mean and what are the benefits of leverage? You know what I'm saying? What do you use in your life?
So, honestly, we low-key hit most of the points based off of everything we said. But to round everything up, leverage, you said it the best earlier. Let people know what you bring. Like, let people know what talent you have, right? The same thing with the photography thing. Like, if you come into a room, like, look at it like this. Everyone has a table, right? Your reality has a table. My reality has a table. We all have our own realities. For me, leverage is, shit, you're talented in this. This is what I can bring to the table. Let's unite our tables. Let's sit down. Let's have a feast together. Build something.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Leverage with my girlfriend. It's knowing, okay, if I want to have intimacy with my girl, what do I have to do? What do I have to put into the relationship? What do I have to do as a man, as a boyfriend, as a potential husband, as a potential father for this woman in my life? Shit, let me wash the dishes today. Right? Let me do this today. Let me, clean up here. Like, she's having a stressful week. Shit, let me make little shit in her life easier. Guess what?
They'll do that for you.
Hey, at the end of the day, I'm doing it for me. But that's literally what it is. It's understanding the power. I don't know if I want to bring this up because a lot of people might misinterpret it.
Oh, okay. So, nah, it's all good. But while you think about that, right? I find that a lot of people tend to do things. No, okay, I guess tend not to do things because they think that they'll get nothing out of it. You know what I'm saying? So, for instance, you said, like, oh, let me wash the dishes, bro. Even if it's maybe her turn or something like that to wash this, let me wash them, right? A lot of people won't do that shit because why? Oh, she wouldn't do that for me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have that mentality, like, oh, but she won't do that for me. Or, I mean, it's not going to do nothing for her. Like, why would I go out of my way to do this extra thing if I gain nothing out of it? But
so if you are that guy that thinks like that, I will say this. I forgot what I was going to say.
No, it's not good. No, but what I was getting at, right? a lot of people, like I said, will think like, oh, I'm not getting nothing out of it, but you do. It's all subconsciously though.
Yeah.
Now you just did the dishes, bro. She's in a better mood. You might get some head later, bro. Everything's gonna be good.
Big fact.
She won't tell you. Maybe she might not tell you. Like, oh, I appreciate you for that. Cause you know, I mean, let's be real. You don't. A lot of people don't give thanks like that often. You know what I'm saying? I can't. Well, I can't remember, but me personally, I don't give thanks as much as I should. You know what I'm saying? I don't be like, hey, I appreciate you for doing this. I just, since it's something that's expected, you're like, cool, whatever, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know. I guess that's where I was going at, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, look, that's where it comes into the whole give and take. Like, just because I bring something today, right? I have my phone. This is what I'm bringing to the table. I don't expect you to bring something right now. Because at the end of the day, it's like, if I have expectations in other people to bring something, I'm always going to be disappointed.
For sure.
Always.
100%, bro.
Right? But what you put into the world is going to pay. Like, the world is going to look out for you. Right? God is going to look out for you. The positive energy in the world is going to look out for you. Whatever you believe in, that shit's going to look out for you. But you have to start that shit. You have to take the higher road. You have to be like, okay. Oh, going back to, I remember what I was going to say. Like, if people think like that they're not going to get something out of something, then I'm trying to word it so people can understand. Because sometimes, like, I have
I get it.
I have a whole branch of thoughts right here.
Oh, okay.
And
It's all good.
I'm trying to get over here. So, if that's your reality, then you choose that every single day. Guess what? That's why you're still in a toxic relationship. That's why you're still in a place that you don't feel love. That's why you're in a place where you don't communicate. That's why you're in a place that you don't get sex a lot. Right? So if you want that to be your reality, hey, amen to you. Like,
that's going to be it.
That's it. That's it. Right? But if you want to change it, you have to be intentional. You have to put action behind everything. Right? Because actions are always going to speak louder than words.
For sure.
Whatever, how you move is how I'm going to judge you. You might say X, Y, Z, but let me refrain to that. Because if you say, yo, I'm going to be this, shit, I'm going to ask you next time, yo, so what's up with this?
Yeah.
I'm going to hold you accountable to that. 100%. Why? Because that's the friend I am. Yeah. And I appreciate that friend 100 times more than the friend's like,
that's what I'm saying.
Hey, you just trying to go drink? I'm down, but shit, let's build something. Let's fucking talk about business. Let's talk about financial.
And then sometimes those friends right there, those are the seasonal ones, bro. And maybe even the lessons, dude.
Big facts. That
you
is true.
Yeah, I gotta have a little bit of everything and shit like that. But nah, that's some real ass shit, bro.
So before we close out,
right,
I do wanna do a call to action to people.
Ooh, I like this.
You said that you don't. Well, you do remember the last time you gave thanks or someone gave thanks to you.
But it's not often that anybody does. Often.
The call to action. I want you to reach out to someone and show them and tell them how much you appreciate them. Literally, something as simple as that. Start doing that once a day for 1 week and see how your life changes. If you operate with gratitude, life becomes beautiful.
No cap, bro. Think about, like I said earlier, bro, think about all the time. Think about how much time you tell, it doesn't even have to be your girlfriend, but your parents, your brothers, hey, thank you for doing this shit, bro. Even though they were supposed to do it, right? Even though it was their job, it was their chore, their turn to do it. Why not still give thanks, bro? Like, they still did it. They still, like, took the time and effort to do it and do it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody gave their 100 for that. Like, give thanks, bro. Like, that's just not, it's like something that's not done often.
For community to work, everyone has a part.
Yeah.
So don't ever take for granted the part that you have in your community, your reality. But appreciate everyone else. Show love to everybody else. That's the call to action. That's what I would like for y'all to do. Because at the end of the day, like, we don't see it enough.
No cap, bro. Hey, I think that's a fucking good way to close out the episode, bro. Hey, this has been a fucking awesome episode, bro. I feel like people are gonna fuck with this one. People love, like, the real shit, bro. We talked about the real shit here, not no fucking nonsense like the other ones. No.
Hey, before we leave, it's okay to have the nonsense shit, and it's okay to have both.
Bro.
But if the vice becomes the master, just know you lost. That's it.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Now, at the end of the day, it's all about entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with these, like, this is entertaining because you're like, oh, fuck, like, I'm actually getting something out of this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, like, even with the nonsense and shit, you do get something out of it. Oh, I get, like, a good laugh. Like, oh, I'm having a shit day.
Shit makes
like,
you feel better. Shit.
It's all about,
That's just a blessing.
Yeah. But anyways, all right. Closing out, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button while you're here. Give us a 5-star on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And tune into the TikTok. We going crazy on the TikTok, baby. TikTok's going to take us to the fucking moon.
Let's go.
All right, and thank you guys for listening, and we're fucking out, baby. Peace.